What's up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of Lucas Live. It is Wednesday, June 3rd, 2026. Excited to be here with you guys. If you guys are with us, we were on here last night. That's why we started a little bit late today. Because, see, I'm just waking up from last night, messing with Terrence Jones. Had us on here doing a great show for a great cause. If you guys missed that, make sure you guys go back and watch the show we did last night talking about employment for our youth here in our community. And it was a wonderful time. And you guys know Terrence has Simply Youth and the Summer Jobs Program, which he employs young people from 13 to 18, I believe it is, but 13-year-olds can't even get jobs most places. And he wants them to start out learning how to get jobs, learning how to perform at a job and manage their money. And it's just such an important part of our community. So we had a great time talking about that, raising funds and raising awareness, trying to raise $50,000 in 2 weeks. That may sound crazy to somebody out there, but it doesn't take that much from a big community. If everybody does something, and then those dollars are going to go back to those youth because they're going to get paid. Or if you have a place of employment and you want to employ one of the young people, those opportunities are there as well. That's what it's about, coming together as a community. So shout out to the show last night, and it just threw off our stuff. You know what I'm saying? I had to reset, and I got some great people in the studio today. I hope you guys tuned in to see the one and only Officer LaMar Sharpe and the power couple, Henry and Dar Zachery. They were in here doing business this morning. Me and LaMar were listening in. We was trying to get some business tips. They was in here figuring life out. We was like, okay, they on it. Working together as a team, they're such an inspiration. And to people who are dating, married, or single, you often look at couples, right? And you're like, how do you get to some level of something? And they're going to share with us some of their journey and some things they've been through. They've been through some challenges. Every day hasn't been easy. And those of you who are closer to them may know some of it, but we're going to talk about a little bit of it today. But most of all, a story of perseverance, a story of faith, and how God has continued to bless them as they've been a blessing to our community. LaMar has a lot going on. We're going to talk about that today. They got the Canton police are going to be out here at Centennial Plaza, which is right out my window. I might turn the camera on and just go live, let y'all see what they're doing out there today. They have their new substation right here, right next to us. So we're excited about what they're doing to serve the community. He's serving in that capacity, but you know him as the founder and CEO of Be a Better Me. You may know a little bit about it, but you may not know enough about, like, what exactly do they do? And they got a lot going on, a lot coming up. I heard them talking about bike rodeos and all kinds of stuff. I went to that a time or two. I need to get back out there and even spoke to the youth, which is an amazing thing. So shout out to what we have going on. We're going to do a quick community spotlight. Welcome. What's up, Zanita? Zanita and the sisters, the women of My Sister's Oil, they have something going on this week, and I was about to tease and be like, they were supposed to have something. No, it's happening. Don't y'all not go, because I'm playing around. You guys make sure you go to their walk. I'm going to just talk to you guys about that. But first, let me share the broadcast, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to go to Lucas Live on my Facebook here, and I'm going to share the broadcast to my personal page because that helps it go. So let's do that to make sure the people that just follow me don't get lost. And now they should be following Lucas Live Media. I'm going to stop doing this. They should be following me on Lucas Live Media. What's wrong with these people? They should be here, right? They should be here. All right. Hey, Zanita, you know I got you all queued up already, right? Here we go. Welcome to our community. This is our official community spotlight for the week, brought to you by Mentor Stark and NAMI Stark County. Our title sponsor is Mentor Stark. They want you to know about all the mentoring programs going on in our community. There are so many wonderful things that often we don't know about, and they are positioned perfectly in our community to make sure that we do that. So we are going to go through some things that are going on in the community real quick. The 6th annual mental health walk with My Sister's Oil is this Saturday, ladies and gentlemen, 10 a.m. at Harmont Park. They have yoga, extreme step, prayer tables. And if you go do the extreme step and then you pass out, they'll drag you over to the prayer table and bring you back. Okay, I think that's how it's going to work. They're going to be there for you. Whatever's going on, they're going to bless you. All right, so it's going to be a good time. Don't miss it at My Sister's Oil 6th annual mental health walk. They have so many resources. They do a great job. They got a raffle going on, snow cones, bounce houses, and more. Bring your kids, bring your families. Don't miss it. Harmont Park this Saturday, ladies and gentlemen. Make sure you are there. The Velvet Runway is happening also this Friday as a part of First Friday. Yvonne Peterson, EMP Productions LLC, June 5th, this Friday, 6:30, 7:30, and 8:30. Each time they're going to have the fashion show is going to reset. So if you missed the 6:30, you can see the 7:30. Make sure you guys check that out as a part of First Friday. Also, we got coming up in July, the African American Festival is coming our way right here in Centennial Plaza. Make sure you plan to be there. There's going to be bands and music and a gospel hour and vendor tables and food and so much more. Make sure you guys plan to come to the African American Festival. I said this last night, the Greek Fest is this week, and me and some of the team are going to go to the Greek Fest for lunch because I think it's important that we support all cultures, right? When people come support our culture, we should go support their culture and invite them over to support our culture as well, because it's not just being a part of what you're already a part of, it's about learning new things. So make sure you guys plan to come on out to the African American Festival July 11th here at Centennial Plaza. Ladies and gentlemen, don't miss it. There is also a free kids programming Thursdays 3 to 5 p.m. at Alliance Commons Gym. You guys can see the dates here. This is a collaboration between some great foundations: Habitat for Humanity, Mount Union, Project Rebuild, Alliance Foundation. You guys see those there. Make sure you guys check that out. Take a screenshot right now so you know what that is. There's a QR code and a phone number to call. Make sure you guys check that out. Summer Vibes at the Commons, Monday through Thursday, June 1st through July 31st, 11 a.m. to 12:30 p.m. Again, drop in for activities, crafts, books, free lunch for kids. This sounds like a great program. Make sure you guys check this out. Also, our McKinley Volleyball Lady Pups have camp June 22nd to June 25th. 3rd through 5th grade, 8:30 to 10 a.m. And then 6th grade, 6th through 8th is 10 a.m. to 12 p.m. Get your young girls involved. Maybe it's a sport they haven't tried out yet. This is a great opportunity to get involved with the Lady Pups and try out their volleyball skills. Also, our McKinley Dynamic Dancing Bulldogs, Best of Both Worlds Dance and Cheer workshops are coming July 18th. 10 a.m. to 1 p.m., ages 5 through 18. You guys check that out. There is a lot going on. Don't miss it. And let's not assume there's nothing going on. There's nothing for the kids and there's nothing going on. There is a lot going on, a lot of opportunities. So you guys check that out. Also, Camp Explorer, City Changers, free summer camp for middle schoolers. Canton middle schoolers, if you are creative, passionate about your community, and ready to make a real mark on our city, join the adventure at Canton City Changers. That is TomToddIdeas.org. You guys check out Tom Todd's. They always do great things. There's 3 sessions, July 6th through 9th, July 13th through 16th, and July 20th through 23rd. Those are all 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. There's a QR code right there. I always say you take a picture and then you can go back and click the QR code, check it out. I know you're on your phone, so you're like, I can't scan it because I'm on my phone and I'm on my phone. But that was your Community Spotlight, brought to you by Mentor Stark and NAMI Stark County. We're so grateful for them being our sponsors for this segment. We do a lot of spotlighting of the community, but this is a special shout out to them and for all they do. Make sure you check out both of those organizations at mentorstark.org and make sure you check out NAMI Stark County. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I am going to bring on our first guest. He is well known. He is a police officer. He's the only police officer that I know that I've never seen him arrest not one person. I don't know if he ever has in his life. I have never seen him. You never seen him on cops, just having somebody up against the car. He be pulling up with ice cream trucks and stuff. Like, that's not what police are supposed to do. Now, I don't know what's going on here. He roll up on a bike. He help you out, He's like, let's put the stuff back. Don't steal. Just put the Skittles back, little one. You don't want to live like this. So, let's make it happen. I see my intern holding up a sign. Let me see what he's holding up. It could be like, the place is on fire. Okay, great. Check your phone. Okay, he's like, check your phone. The place is on fire. Okay, cool. Got it. All right, great. We're good to go. All right. Shout out to our team here at Lucas Live Media. Shout out to our interns who are here making things happen. We are rolling, ladies and gentlemen. We are rolling. All right, I see y'all in here. We're going to jump in here with my first guest. We're going to start here with the man himself, and we're going to find out if he ever arrested anybody. That just looked in my head. Y'all know I just say what comes to mind. I don't know, but never seen the brother arrest not one person, but maybe he has, and we're going to find out today and pull up the video. All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the show, Mr. LaMar Sharpe. How are you, my friend?
I'm good. How you doing?
I'm doing great. I'm doing great.
That's good.
Now, you come fresh off of, you had a Chris Downing workout this morning.
I'm still sweating. So you're going to see me throughout this, keep drinking some water because And don't look down at my ankles because they ashy.
They ashy and sweaty. How you ashy and sweaty?
Because I know
That's not supposed to be able to happen at the
That's Chris
same time.
Downey, man. I tell you.
You know, I had his daughter Raven in here.
Oh yeah.
Next generation is going crazy.
It's going. I love it.
He gonna go further than him.
I
He
love
wins
it.
some plays.
Oh, I love it. I'll be seeing him. I'll be like, okay, I see you, Raven. I know.
You call her Great Red Lip.
She was a baby.
The baby. Remember the baby? She grew up.
Yeah.
She's doing amazing things.
Yeah, I love it.
He's so proud too. If you talk to him,
He is. I
I
see it in him. I see it in his eyes.
Like my girl, she go. Shout out to her. Shout out to what she's doing. Strong her and shout out to Raven Downing. If you guys didn't see that episode, go back and watch that powerful story. And I've done some Chris Downing workouts. And if you work out with Chris, number one, he is encouraged. He's not trying to kill people. He is not.
Yeah.
He's encouraging. He's gonna push you. You go home, you take 3 showers, and you're still sweating though.
Still sweating. Yeah, I'm gonna have to take another shower. After
You guys take another shower at 3 or 4 or 4. I don't know. It's just how it is with him. So let's talk. You got a lot coming up, a lot going on.
I do. That's my life.
That's your life. Are you coaching again too?
Yeah.
Okay, we didn't even plan to get into that. But I'm just like, are you doing that too?
Yeah, listen, I took a year off.
Yeah.
You know, I've been trying to. I've been for years. I tried to step back 1 year just so I can Be a Better Me a little bit more attention.
Yeah.
And so last year it happened with the transition, and I was able to have one of the best years for Be a Better Me in our 11-year span. So it worked out great. And then I was sitting there watching the football, and I'm sitting there just like, 'cause I'm a technician, and I was like, you know what, I got to coach again. So I looked over at my wife, and my wife was like, and I was like, I'll take you to brunch every
Did you
Sunday.
say please?
I
Did you
said,
say
please,
baby,
please. I was like the 5 heartbeats. And she looked at me and she said, whatever you want to do. And I was like, yes. So I talked to Coach Parnell, and he was like Rick. Remember Dave Chappelle? Rick, he was like,
come to me. Like,
I was like, okay.
Okay, I guess.
So yeah, I'm excited to be back.
I love that.
Great team, great group of kids.
Yeah.
I'm excited about this year.
Shout out to Coach Parnell. I got to get him in here.
Absolutely.
I see a level of discipline for the team last year that I hadn't seen in years. Even more discipline, I'd say, than that team out west, which I used to feel like they just were more disciplined than us, and we'd be out there mad and having attitudes. And that's half the game, right?
Absolutely.
So let's talk about that. So you do a lot with youth,
Okay. Yep.
and coaching is one aspect of it, which is incredible that you even have time to coach a high school football team, to be one of the assistant coaches. Be a Better Me.
Yeah.
What year are we in with Be a Better Me, and what's happening this year with Be a Better Me?
So this is year 11. So we're basically empowering youth through mentorship. And we just try to give back to youth in the community. So that's our biggest thing is we just want to empower our youth, because our youth are the future, and we got to make sure that they have something. We got to give them a foundation to stand on, and that's the biggest thing. And a lot of times, you see people they're in a place in their life where they're like, I don't want to deal. They call them YN. I don't want to deal with these little YNs.
Right.
And I'm like, but if we don't take the time to try to guide them, then what kind of environment are you setting for your kids and your grandkids and your great grandkids? So we got to take that time to give them that focus and attention.
That's key. That's key. And we do get kind of disenchanted with the kids. And it's so funny because I always say we're always mad at the generation that we made.
Yeah.
And we built the world that they're in. It's they on their phones all the time. They didn't make phones. We did. The generation before, they on video games. Well, who made the video games, right?
Yeah,
if we were still playing Pong, they'd be outside.
Right.
We could only do that so long. You know what I mean? So that's what happens. So Be a Better Me is that. Now, you have an anniversary coming up with your as a police officer. Where you at?
I just had it, actually.
When was it? Okay, and how many years has y'all guess? How many? Wait. We're not gonna tell them. Y'all guess out there. What's up, y'all? We see y'all out here in the comments. LaRon Smith, I hope I'm saying that name right. Thank you so much for being here. Hollis, what's up, my man? Thank you for your love and support as always. Zanita saying, wow, because I was joking. They having a mental health walk, all right? And they're gonna do a lot of praying for people if they pass out or whatever. Join us Saturday, June 6th. Y'all make sure y'all check them out, ladies and gentlemen. Jaysha Lilly, good morning. Good morning. Miss Chris Smith, welcome back. Chris, you was just with us last night. I appreciate you. See, you was with us last night.
That's my boo.
I got to get her in the studio. That's your boo there?
That's my boo.
I got to get her in the studio.
Yeah.
I got to get her in here. Yeah, that's she's something else. Hey, she's something else. She dance better than all of us.
All
She,
of
how'd
us.
she do that? I'm
Yeah.
like, my knees hurt.
Right.
Chris.
I'm like, can you sit when you sit down, I can sit
I
down.
know, right? I can't sit down. If you ain't sitting down, she's still out there, you know? So shout out to all y'all. What's up, David? What's up, cuz? Glad you're here. What's up? What's up? Thank you for stopping in. Tori Fonts, what's happening? How are you? All right, y'all got a guess in the comments. She said, hey, boo. She said, hey, boo. Y'all guess, how many years has Officer LaMar Sharpe been a police officer? We're going to answer that question. We're going to have him answer in a minute. But you guys guess in the chat. The person who gets the closest, he'll give you a no, I'm just kidding. Come down here today though, Centennial Plaza. You have a chance. There's something going on down here.
Oh, yeah.
Talk to us about that while they guess the number. How many years has he been a police officer? Put your guess in the chat. Today at Centennial Plaza, what do you guys have going on?
So today is the We Believe thrown by the City of Canton Police Department, and it's a great opportunity for resources, free items from different organizations, and it's one of those things where you're just trying to build a community together, bring the community together, build it up stronger. And a lot of times it's about things that people don't know about. So now you have a chance to see what different organizations have to offer, this and that and the other. Kids have bounce houses. There's usually food down there.
Usually, he said
usually.
Ain't gonna be nothing there or what?
The hot dogs, the police officers, our department is on the grill cooking hot dogs.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's right outside my window.
Right.
I'll be out there.
Right.
I'm like, burn me up a hot dog too. I like mine nice and burnt.
extra
It makes mine extra crispy. I like my barbecue hot dogs unrecognizable. I don't even think I like hot dogs.
Right.
I like charcoal.
I wanted that crunch.
I wanted that crunch. I wanted to just be like, I want to lose a tooth. You know what I'm saying? That's my kind of hot dog. Okay. So,
but it's a great event. So one of the things that we doing, because we want to encourage people to come down. We also want to always give back.
Yeah.
So one of the things that we're doing is if you come down between 3 and 5 today, and you stop by our table and you show me a picture of us that in the past, or take a picture right there, or take one today.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And you put you to enter for a $50 gas card, because gas prices,
I don't know if anybody noticed.
They're through the roof. So
at the prayer table at the wall, if you guys could pray the gas prices down, that would be great. If you guys could start there, a little gas price blessing. Okay. We would like the Lord's hand upon the gas pump if he could, just in this city, at least around here. I don't know, if he won't do it for them, do it for me, Lord. Do it for me. So we'll see.
Won't he do it?
Won't he do it? Won't he do it? We be at Sam's Club in line like, won't he do it? At Costco's, won't he do it? He only blesses them for some reason. He loves Sam's Club and Costco. That's it. So you guys will be out here with that.
Yes.
You got a birthday coming up or something. What's going on? I feel like you got one of the anniversaries.
There's a lot going on. So like next weekend we have our golf outing. Shout out, Be a Better Me if you are a golfer.
Okay. There's still time?
There's still time.
Listen, I'm a golfer now.
Yeah, if you're a golfer,
get in.
Sign up, go to our page, sign up. Also, too, if you want to hold sponsorship, because we get a lot of golfers out there, and there's a lot of opportunities, because what we do is we take our sponsors for our golf outing, and then the very next day, we have a Father's Day bike rodeo.
Oh, okay.
So we do our Father's Day bike rodeo because we believe in trying to empower the strength and relationship between children and their fathers, or father figures, or this and that, and whoever it may be. And then what happens is a lot of kids come in there and they don't have that father figure. So what we do as a group, and I go out and I get some guys that I know, that I trust, that are role models, or I also go to McKinley football team and I get some of those older kids that are seniors that are good role models, and I bring them in and they fill in for kids that may not have a father. So every kid that comes in there, they're going to get a bike, and the bike that they ride in the bike rodeo, they get to take home.
Every year, how many years have you been doing the bike rodeo?
This will be our 4th year.
Okay, and each year, I mean, you've been giving bikes away for years.
Like
that's a big deal. I mean, to think, it's one thing to come and do something and get to use a bike or something, to get to take a bike home. How do you do things like that in the community partnerships? How does an organization like yours make something like that happen?
Listen, one, hustle. Like I've gotten a reputation like, oh, you don't try to reach out to him because he's too busy. I'm all over the place. And like, there's times where I shut it down because I gotta, if I don't shut it down and take care of me, then I can't give myself to the things that need me.
Yeah.
So
That's no real quick.
yeah,
I struggle with that.
yeah,
I struggle with the
it's a
thought that
struggle.
people think that because one of my things is I never feel like I'm too good for people. It's never that.
Never
And I
that.
know you the same. You're the
It's
same way.
never
You
that.
talk to anybody, like you said, half the city going to be able to walk up and have a picture with you
Hmm.
that they already have probably.
Yeah.
But that concept, like I just don't like that thought. So then at times I just try to do everything,
Hmm.
but you can't.
You
So
can't.
what's talk to us about as the founder of a nonprofit, as a husband, a father. I mean, you have a police officer, full time job, all these things, a coach. Talk to us about the importance of being able to shut it down and guarding your own mental
Yeah.
health and
Yeah.
sanity.
I mean, I like so one of my things where I re-energize myself is just like what we was talking about, Chris. I go
Mhm.
to work out. Chris is gonna chew you out and he gonna lift you up and he gonna build you up and tear you
Yes.
down and
Yep.
lift you back up before you walk out the door.
Right.
So that's where I gain a lot of where I have my me time.
Hmm.
So that's how I really stay focused mentally and physically.
Yeah.
But I fall short. Like, I tell what I tell our kids is you're going to fall short in areas of your life.
Hmm.
I fall short in my life sometimes because I try to do things and I can't. Sometimes things overlap and I can't do it. And one of the things too is if the people who know me, when I promise a kid something that I'm going to be there, I'm going to do something, and an adult say, "Hey, can you do this?" That adult is not. You're
They're
probably
not your
going to miss out.
priority.
Yeah, you're going to miss out
Yeah.
because there's a lot of kids that are promises are broken to them,
Yeah.
and this is why you see a lot of kids act the way they act because they're used to people breaking promises. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, like I love my dad, rest in peace. But my dad had moments where he was coming to get us to pick me and my brother and sister up, and we're sitting there and we're excited, and it's daylight, and then the sun's going down, and my dad didn't show up, and my
Right.
mom is fuming,
Mm.
and you know what I'm saying. And
Yeah.
these are little things that you don't forget.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying. So I keep that in the back of my mind when I'm dealing with kids. It's like, don't break that promise. If you say you're gonna be there, be there. Show up for them.
Yeah.
So there's times where it's going to cause me to fall short some areas.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So
For a good reason.
for a good
Yeah,
reason.
because you're keeping the promises to the people you keep
Yeah,
the promises to the
absolutely.
most. You and your wife also have a great relationship and a great ability to get away too.
Oh yeah.
Now, is she the trip taker? Who's the trip? Because I'd be
Man.
like, if I see him on another boat,
Yeah.
I'm gonna row my boat out there. I'm with him.
Yeah.
But y'all, I love that. I love your love. I love how you guys share and things together. Talk to me about the importance of keeping that tight while you do all the things that you do.
Well, you got to understand her love language, and that's
First
a
and
new love.
foremost.
That's a new love language. It's travel.
Love. The sixth love
Yeah,
language.
the
ladies and
sixth love
gentlemen.
language.
The book is coming out
Listen,
next
you
week.
just found it out right here
Right
on Lucas
here.
Live.
Live. The
Love travel is a new love language.
Travel is a new love language.
I
Yes.
know y'all got some more, but I'm just trying to not do that to y'all fellas
That's-
because the girls will be like, "Oh, I got another one."
Right, I got-
Purses,
Like-
my hair, that's a love language. My
Right.
nails is a. I'm trying to help.
Just help me, just trying to help. Travel. My wife, we just talked about it this morning. Like, let's just get a weekend. This weekend, my daughter has track. We'll be in Columbus. Shout out to my girl Savannah, making it to the state finals.
Oh,
So
yeah.
we have some time.
She's
We'll just
cold.
be me and her. My girl, man.
Hey, I'll be on her. Listen, I don't even do like it's hard because I don't do social media a lot. But when I do it, I see her. She the first one that pop up. I got to show her some
She's
love.
doing it. Thank you so much.
Yeah,
We appreciate it.
she's cold.
She is killing it,
Yeah.
man. She's just a good kid. You know what I
She
mean?
is,
Like
yeah.
super smart,
Yeah.
super good, and works hard to get
Your son
where
too.
she is.
I love you, kids.
Yeah. My crew is
Yeah.
there, but it's like we don't and most of my kids are grown, so that makes it challenging. Like that's one thing I was talking to my dad the other day. I'm like, what do you do with grown kids? Because they can do what they want. But they need your advice, but they don't half want your advice.
Right.
And then do something stupid, like stop acting stupid. Then, what do I do about this? Stop acting stupid. What are you talking about? That's all, know.
Yeah.
But we all did it and we all go through it.
Yeah.
But balance in life. So my wife and I were talking. So Columbus, we'll go down there, we'll spend some time together,
Mm-hmm.
in between track meets. Then we talked about a little getaway because you have to do that. So that's something that's important to you. Another part of that balance, because we do see you as this guy who's walking around town with the biggest smile and all this love. And it always looks like you're pouring and giving. And I couldn't even imagine the only thing I've ever heard you ask for was support in your foundation, not for you, for the kids.
Right.
Right. So as somebody who's always pouring, it is important to take that time away, right?
Yeah, it is. You know, one of the things is like growing up in life, you learn, and I know you're gonna have Dar and Zach on, and they're gonna tell you their stories. But I always tell kids you got to try to be 1% better than you were yesterday.
Yeah.
And for me, I look back on 21-year-old LaMar, and it's such a huge difference because there was a time where I just I see looking back, I see the growth, and I don't feel like I always had the growth.
Yeah.
But I continue to grow, and I fell short in areas, you know. So, but one thing that I've learned too is in relationships is that I have to, in my busy schedule, I have to make time for the person who's always there by my side, who understands me.
Yes.
So, and that's shout out to my wife for always just so when she wants to go somewhere, she gonna go. You know what I mean? And she told me this year, she made a sacrifice. She's like, "Well, no trips this year because you having a birthday party." And I was like, "Yeah." But she said, "When your birthday party over," she said, "Vacation's back on." I said, "Okay."
I can work with that. I can work with that. We can do that. Yes, ma'am.
I got you. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
I love it. I love it. People are guessing how long you were in the police force, so we're going to see what some of the guesses were. Hollis said 20 to 25. I don't really think it's fair to give a range. I mean, how you going to do this? Between 1 year and 32 years. I don't know. Okay.
Hollywood.
There you go.
I tell you, it's something else.
33 years is a guess. We got 23 years. What's up, Coach Stokes? Coach Stokes said 25 years. So how many years is it that you've been?
James 5. 25 years.
25 years?
25 years.
Stokes, you win the prize.
Yeah.
Go ahead and run over to Sam's Club or Costco's. The gas is cheaper there. We went ahead and blessed that for you.
Yeah.
So go ahead down there, get you a little cheaper gas. I hope you got a membership and they're not going to let you use the pump. So good luck with that. Shout out to Coach Stokes. He's a smart dude.
Yeah.
He did some math over there. So what's up, James Pye? What's going on? You just saw his son here. Young Alex.
Yeah, young Alex.
Here. So 25 years. Talk to me about that. What is it like to be on the police force for 25 years? There's been a lot of controversy over 25 years as a police officer. We've been through a lot as people, as a community, as Black people, where people don't look at the police always as heroes in their community.
Right.
But you've always really pushed to just really be a community officer, I think, in a way that I've never seen before. Yeah. So talk to me about 25 years. What's that been like for you?
The dynamics of when I first came on this job have changed tremendously. And a lot of times as a new officer, you're trying to come in and find, you have this urge to really want to fit in. You know, you want to fit in with everybody, but fitting in can be good and it can be bad.
Yeah.
And you can't you got to learn to fit in the right way.
Yeah.
And there were some guys that took time to talk to me, like your Boudreaux, your Frank Love, and Bruce Allison, Mike Wynn, and just so many guys that that poured into me. Grant Presley, those guys poured into me and took time to help mold me into what I am today.
Yeah.
And they showed me too the importance of also, which I've already had in me because of the thought process of what I grew up seeing police and my vision, what I wanted in the police. But I took what they gave me and poured into me, and I took what I had in me, mixed it up, and then created who I wanted to be.
Wow.
And at the end of the day, it's like there's people who still look at me and they see my uniform and they'll call me a name and they don't like me, and I'm like, but guess what? I'm not for everybody.
Wow.
I'm not for everybody, and everybody's not for me. And if you don't like me because of my uniform, that's not my problem.
Yeah.
But at the same day, I'm not going to stop because you call me a derogatory name or you call me something because of the color of my skin, because that's happened.
Wow.
That's happened in my uniform where people looked at me and said, I want a different type of officer, as in somebody that's not of color. So for me, it's like, I'm not going to stop doing what I do. I'm going to keep pouring in because my mission and my faith is higher than what you have, your opinion of me. So
that's incredible.
Just keep on going.
That's incredible because I don't think people would one, assume that somebody would be that bold and brazen to say something like that to a police officer.
Oh yeah.
You're also somebody, I think, when people see people who are so lovable and they love them, they think, well, everybody must, right?
Yeah,
But
yeah.
that's true of all people, myself included. Like, there's always people out there who dislike or hate or something like that.
Yeah.
And it's something I think the older I get, I'm getting better at getting out of the court of public opinion.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah.
because at the end of the day, the craziest thing is all I want to do is serve. All I want
Yeah.
to do is help. All I want to do is love.
But you know-
As an imperfect person. But it's like, oh, I got to keep everybody happy. And it's like, you're never going to keep everybody happy. So just do your very best
And
to be your
listen,
best.
and when people have an opinion of you, me and my wife had this little funny thing. And she'll be like, she'll say something. She'll be like, "Are you even listening to me?" She's like, "You're not listening to me." And I'll be like, "You're watching TV," and I'll be like,
Nah. I don't want to argue. You're right.
like, you know what I'm
got me.
saying?
You're right.
We both laugh. It's just our little thing that we do.
Yeah.
And when people say stuff about me or they got an opinion of me, I'll just
Like,
like,
it's cool.
ask me how much sleep I'm gonna lose.
I know, right?
I'm not gonna lose any sleep because somebody does not like me or somebody doesn't care for me, because my mission's not gonna change.
That's a powerful thing, and I think I hope we can instill that in younger people sooner. Now we do got some young people who got the opposite problem. They don't care what nobody thinks. Police think. They don't care what their parents think. They don't care what nobody thinks.
Yeah.
I think being raised in a generation, we were taught to care.
Right.
Be careful. People coming over, the neighbors, the this, the that, don't tell our business.
Yeah.
So I think we were really raised to like care about people's thoughts about you. But as we get older, that can be a prison and can stop you from thinking like, what does God want me to do? Like, I got a plan, I got a mission, I got a purpose, and I'm out here thinking about everything else. And I love that freedom. So a few more questions for you. So one question is, what is it? Talk to me about your joy. Okay. Are you said to me today that you're an introvert, which I never would have guessed, because I see you as just this on, like you're always on, even though I don't know that it's like on. It just seems like that's you,
Right.
And I would assume you're an extrovert because you're always on. Like, I'm an extrovert, so when I get around people, I light up.
Yeah.
So I don't have to turn on because I'm like people.
Yeah.
And especially people I love, I'll be like, oh, my people, I'm going.
Yeah.
But how do you carry that being an introvert and still showing so much love and joy all the time?
Balance.
Okay.
Balance. And for me, it's like when I'm out in the public and I'm just like, my goal, shout out to Mr. Ray Hogsett, man.
Yes.
Rest in peace. You want to talk about a gentleman that never had a bad day. You know what I'm saying? And it was like, I went to his funeral and I was just like, I didn't know how I was going to feel, but I ended up getting up there and his son is standing at the end of his casket and he looks at me and he starts crying and he goes, I'm getting emotional now. And it's just like, he goes, my dad loved you.
Wow.
And it's like, I just broke down, and somebody like that poured into me when he saw me, it was like, man, like it was just. So for me, I can't have a bad day. My days I have to be on point because somebody needs that. And there was times where he made me, when I'm having a moment, he made me feel like I'm already 6'6", but he made me feel like I was 10 feet tall.
Wow. Yeah.
Because he just gave you that love. And that's where, for me, it's just like, okay, because him passing gave me something, like gave me a new type of life.
Yeah.
And it was crazy because even before that, I meet people in the community like Miss Bell. Miss Bell I used to just roll by her house and I would never even see this woman. And I would just pick up her trash. I'm in my cruiser. I go pick up her trash. I go shovel her sidewalk. Hey, she got to come out later on and she got to go outside. And sometimes she'll be looking out the window and she'll blow me a kiss. Wow. And when she passed, it was just like, it's like I meet people in the community and it just like, I grow these bonds with them. And it just like, when they leave, it breaks my spirits and I'm sad, but at the same time, they leave something with me.
Right.
And so I've learned to balance. And I just like, there's somebody that I'm gonna come across that I gotta pour life into.
Yeah.
and I don't know who it is. I can't look at you and say, oh, it's this person or that person. But at the same time, I got to be out and I got to be on and I gotta give it.
I love that.
Yeah.
And you do a great job. You
Yeah.
represent the community well. You've given us hope. I think if people are living in a community without an Officer LaMar Sharpe, they may not know what community policing really looks like. They may have never seen it or experienced or felt it. As we've gone through hard racial times and things,
Yeah.
I think we had a model to say that it's not all of them, and it's not just well, black officers can be community police officers. That's not true.
Right.
You just showed how it is possible to truly show love in a community and be more than somebody who's looking to arrest or chase somebody down because they've done something wrong.
Oh yeah.
And it's
so much more.
preventative. It's almost like proactive policing that stops it from
It's
coming.
so much more. You know, it's funny because I never met you. You hear the name Guy Mack, who was a police officer here.
Yeah.
Never met Guy Mack. Met some of his family along the way. But when you hear people talk about a Guy Mack and you hear what they have to say about him, and we were in the gym the other day, and I say that because we were in the gym the other day, and Chris always, when he's breaking you down and he's lifting you up, he'll tell you something. And he said something that he heard that was very powerful. He says, what you do for yourself on this earth, when you die, it goes with you. He said, but what you do for others
Wow.
can live on for eternity.
Wow.
And like I said, I never knew Guy Mack, but I hear the stories about a guy who passed away who was a police officer that gave back to the community. And still to this day,
Yes.
you still hear his name.
It's still making an impact.
Still making an impact.
It still lives on. Well, I think that the legacy of what you've done is going to live on. For anybody out there who wants to know more about Be a Better Me and what you have going on, how can they find out more information?
Definitely check us out on Facebook, Instagram. Like I said, we have a golf outing coming up. We have our gala is coming up as well. That was that gala last year. If you missed it, I'm telling you, don't want to miss it this year.
Yeah.
It was just super amazing. It was a very powerful event, and people walked out of there inspired.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, and we give away scholarships to youth as well. So, we just want to we're just gonna keep uplifting. So check us out. I share stuff on my Officer Sharpe page. Can't miss it.
Can't miss it.
You can't miss it. Always something going on.
And come see you tonight.
Come see me tonight.
Centennial Plaza. What time is that?
3 to 5. So before 5 o'clock, we gon' you got to be present.
Okay.
We gonna put your name in the bucket, draw your name, $50. And we're going to do this at every We Believe. And so our board members are going on team. They got it. So I think our next up is going to be my president, Brian Herbert. So he's going to be the next one. I don't know what he's doing.
Okay.
He hasn't told anybody. So, but there's going to be a way for you to win another gas card at the next We Believe.
At the next We Believe. You guys come check them out tonight. We Believe 3 to 5 p.m. right here in Centennial Plaza. I'm going to be down there making sure they burn me up a hot dog or something down there today. Ladies and gentlemen, Officer LaMar Sharpe, thank you so much for being here, my friend. Ladies and gentlemen, we are about to have a wonderful couple here on in just a second. You guys know Henry and Dar Zachery. Y'all been down there to special occasions. If you haven't, it's a special occasion this week. You need to get down there, all right? You guys are going to learn more about them, some things they've been through. If you know them and love them, stay right here, share this broadcast. If you don't know them and you're like, I'm not sure I know who this couple is, you want to know, because it's always inspiring to hear an inspiring love story. I'm going to play this transition video, and it better play when I push this button, because I need a second to spin this camera around. I'll see you guys.
For many, many years, or a couple decades, whenever I did something whenever I did something I wasn't supposed to do.
Right. It was positive to the gang, but it was negative to the community.
There we go. There we go. A couple of the guys would say it like that, Jakey J. That's how they would call me, Jakey J.
Okay.
And it got to the point when I when I started making that transfer or changing my life, I would hate to hear that, Jakey J. Just the thought of that, Jakey J.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, I would hate to hear that. So I had to rechannel that. Like when I changed everything up and I started changing my life, I said, we're going to take that negative of that Jakey Jake and I'm going to take it to a positive. So I implemented that into my, my show, into my workouts, into my content. Yeah. And people just grabbed onto it immediately.
I was in the hospital for about 2 days. Third day or so was when I started to notice something was really off. I had a stroke, and I didn't even know that I had a stroke.
You were walking around, or you were at the hospital?
I was actually about to get released. I was about to get released. They gave me some medicine and I went to pick it up in my
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are back. Thank you guys for hanging out with us, watching that best of. There's some clips we put together to show you some of the great guests we've had. We've had so many great guests here already in the last, I don't even think it's been 2 months yet that we've been doing Lucas Live again, the original flagship show here, Lucas Live, back at it. And it's been so much fun. I want to thank everybody for your love and support. Shout out to our sponsor. Shout out to Sarda. For jumping in with us and sponsoring us. Jessica Danielle Nails. You guys make sure you check her out. Jessica Danielle actually has a special going on. I think it was in one of my slides here. But Jessica has a special going on this week only. Free chrome on any set of nails or toes. A $20 value for free. I don't know how they're giving away free stuff, but whatever. You know what I'm saying? And I said, I don't know what chrome nails are either. But, hey, go get your chrome nails, chrome toes. Get it chromed up today for free. NC Nail Lounge in North Canton. She has some great nail techs that we want to support. And we're going to be doing more on the show to show you guys what her nail techs can do, because it's not just Jessica Danielle. She has a wonderful team. Okay, so you guys make sure you check her out. And shout out to the Linda Reibenstein team, a realtor here in Stark County, has been doing it for 20, 30 years. She has jumped on as a sponsor. We're so excited about it. She's going to be a guest on the show next week. We have a realtor coming on. We have a lender coming on from Columbus. She'll be here virtually, and we're going to be talking about real estate. So shout out to the Linda Reibenstein team. You guys make sure you check her out as well. All right. Now, I apologize because we're coming up on the top of the hour. I mean, we got like 12 minutes. We're going to go a little over. I hope y'all okay with that. We're going to go a little bit over. These are my people. They said they had a little time. We're not going to be on here till 10. Don't worry. But we're going to talk a little bit. So please stay with us if you can. If you have to go into work or something, let it play. Listen to it like a podcast if you can. Smile and nod at your boss while you listen to it in one ear. You know what I'm saying? Smile and nod. Okay. But stay with us if you can. And if you can't, come back and watch this replay. All right. So let me welcome to the show some wonderful people. Some friends of mine who I know and love, and you know and love. Welcome to the show, Miss Darshanet and Henry Zachery. Hello.
Hello.
How you guys doing today?
Yeah, it's a blessing to be here.
Yeah, wonderful day.
I'm so glad to have you guys.
Absolutely.
Thank you for having us.
You two are people who I truly, honestly love and admire. You guys, I mean, you guys have been through some stuff. I knew and loved y'all before that. Now y'all got kids and grandkids. Now I remember the kids. I used to help watch the kids at the daycare, right? That's how I know y'all. Now you got the grandkids and everything. You guys are known as a hub in the community and a couple that's doing a lot. So just an opening question for us out there. Why do you guys think it's so important to be a part of this community? What you guys do, fashion shows and the parties and the things you guys could go to Atlanta. You guys can go anywhere. I don't want to name no cities because I don't want them to go. But y'all been there. Y'all know, and you could do this other places. But what you guys do is go other places and then bring those ideas back. Why? What is it?
Well, God put us here for a reason. It's a platform, and it's a blessing to be able to be part of the community. And I just feel like that it's well needed. Like Officer Sharpe said, that our community is it struggles, and as well as a lot of other communities as well too. But right now we're seeing things that's been going on in our community that hasn't been going on for quite some time.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I just really think that it's a well-needed thing for our community, and it's been a blessing for us to be, able to lay a platform and, and do the things that we love to do, because it's always hard to, do things that you hate to do, get up in the morning and go to work and clock in, and you had to sit there or work,
You're like, I don't really be here.
But when you're working for yourself, it's a little different, goal. Different opportunity. But it's hard. It's really, really hard. People don't understand, but we just do what we love to do and keep it pushing. So
I love that. Dar, what do you think?
We've tried it before. We have. We've moved out. We've moved away. Years early on in our relationship, and really hard is where it's our home.
Yeah.
Canton, Ohio. That's what I know. That's what he knows, and it becomes what we need.
I love that.
for the most part. So
I love that.
say
And
what
people-
you want about Canton.
Say
but-
what you want. Say what you want if
But
you
at
want.
the,
Don't say it to my
at the
face.
end of the day, it's like when we were younger. By the end of the time you get to the end of the street, at least 4 people in there. So
Yeah.
that becomes family. Those are friends, but everybody's related.
Yeah. See, I know. It's like,
I just want to. I hope we get back to the hopscotch, the jump ropes,
Okay,
and
let's get
the
back to
flag
it.
football. You know what I'm saying?
let's get back to where
Those are
we
things
started.
that made the community grow.
Yeah.
And you had Big Mama's house down the
Yes.
street,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
Auntie was over here. And everybody was a close knit community.
Yeah.
Yep.
We did so many different things, and you didn't hear about all the shootings and the stabbings and the killings, and so it just hurts our heart to hear those stories and our heart goes out to the families that's been through some tragic situations here recently and in the past as well too. So we just feel like it's our responsibility to create a safe haven for our community, with our establishment we've been blessed with. And we try to bless as many people as we can, as well, along the way.
Definitely.
So
Well, the people are going crazy in the comments. Thank you guys for being in the comments. We want you guys to know here on Lucas Live, this is your space too. Y'all come and show people love, all right? Y'all come into the comments and say hello. I know what it's like,
Hey,
like
guys.
somebody's live, you don't always want to jump in or you do whatever, you don't want to make a comment or you're busy.
I know how we get down.
You know how we get down, but the people are in here, man. Shout out to Brandy Brown. She says she loves y'all.
What's up,
Lori
Brandy?
Stokes, Charlotte Tuck, Kim Brown. I mean, I can't even
bestie.
keep up. Miss Judy Pleasure Williams, what's going on? Shantae Frazier, my favorite
Hey,
power
Judy.
couple. She
Niece, what's
says.
up?
That's her niece, man.
Oh,
Lil
all right.
Caps.
Okay,
Yeah,
Chris,
she's in
man.
ATL too.
Loves
Auntie
y'all.
Chris.
They're all in here. I can't
Hey,
even keep
Godmama.
up with them. I can't keep up. Lisa Meadows
Hey,
What's
Lee.
up?
is in here. Eva.
Yeah, we
Eva
can't
Garner.
see. Yeah.
Yeah, they are in here. You
Good.
guys stay. LaJauna's in here.
Hey, Em.
DYMEP. See, people's YouTube names. I always say that. Their YouTube names sound like a rap song. DYMEP 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, I don't know what that was, but good thing I know your picture. I know your face. She shows a lot of love.
Funny.
What's going on, Jasmine Chester? Thank you guys so
Hey,
much for
Jasmine.
being here. Your
Yeah.
sister is
Delisa.
in here. Delisa
Oh,
is
my
in here.
sissy's
Yeah,
there.
she is in here. They love y'all. Love y'all. Keep showing them love. Keep showing them love. Hit those hearts.
Absolutely.
Show them some love. Keep commenting here, ladies and gentlemen. Share the broadcast. If you hadn't hit that share yet, share it to your page. I know sometimes you share live and nobody likes it, but just know the algorithm recognizes that a lot of people shared a thing and it shares it to more people. So it doesn't matter that share didn't get a lot of likes specifically on your page. Just know that social media sees it as validation that we support these people in this community, in this show, and it pushes it out to more people. Okay, so please share. We appreciate it. Thank you guys for being here. They still jumping in. I can't even keep up with all of them. That's a lot of
Bring
love.
them
A lot
on,
of
bring them
love.
on. What's
They
up?
out here. They out here.
Hey, I'm
All
about to
right.
get some music going on. You know how we do it. Hey, get the DJs together. We can get it going on now. Y'all know how we do.
Let's make it happen. Let's do look at live from special occasions. Let's get down there.
Yeah.
So you guys, it does bring a lot of joy. So talk to us about having a place that people can come. Let's talk about what special occasions is. Let's assume there's somebody watching right now that doesn't know what special occasions is, and talk to us about what it is and how you've worked to provide a safe space. That's a place where you can come and have a drink, can party, can dance. A lot of times when you wrap that stuff around each other, it's gonna be some trouble. So you be like, I'm gonna go there until
Jesus.
about the sun go down and I'm out because you don't know what's gonna happen. But your place has continued to sustain, and HD's place was like this. And not that nothing bad has ever happened or will ever happen, but you guys have done something special to be able to make a place that people come and show some respect to and show love. So talk to us about that. Tell them what special occasions is in case they don't know, and then talk to us about how you guys work to keep it a safe space.
Absolutely.
HDs, for one, it is our brand.
Yes.
But with special occasions, we've learned in the past that we needed a place to feel comfortable, more family oriented.
Yeah.
So it began to be an event space. At that time, people started renting out for weddings, repasts, unfortunately, and just anything that you can think of, birthday parties. We've had meetings that came in the future. We look to go ahead and expand different things with that. But what we've learned with that is just the consistency. I think being consistent has been able to help us. We have, again, a lot of support, and just staying consistent across the board has kept us in the game. So without changing the
that.
product, you know,
Yeah, don't change the
we
product.
just add on.
I always say, we start from the bottom.
Yeah.
Started from the
Literally, we
bottom.
started from the bottom.
Absolutely.
We created this whole idea, in our basement, years ago. We stayed on Willow Road. If anybody,
Okay.
Willow Road Northeast End, that's where we started from. And, we just had a lot of love and affection from our family and friends. And then it kind of transitioned into St. George. And, we started doing our throwback jams. And,
Okay.
and it's not always about just the party. It's about, bringing people together, fellowship, and what our community need as adults. Even, we did things with the children as well, too.
Yeah.
But it's really about just the fellowship and just bringing people to be able to have a safe haven, to enjoy the aftermath of work and, the woosah part of it. And it's just our responsibility to make sure that when people enter our facility, that they're safe. I don't want to be able to take my wife somewhere,
Right.
and and be looking over my shoulder 24/7, or
Right.
So we just ask that people don't get offended when we ask you to put your pants up or dress appropriate. Everybody don't want to see all that extra stuff going on.
That you got good to doing it, right?
Yeah. So it's just, and my wife, she always, I know when something going on, Lucas, because she just looked at me. She looked at me like,
You're like, that's
I'm like, I didn't tell them to come here. So I said that was security's fault. Like,
who's these clowns in here today?
Blame it on security.
but our security does a
They do a
phenomenal
phenomenal job. They hold
really
it down. They really do.
Our staff, shout out to our staff.
Our crew.
Our crew, SO crew.
So crew.
Our staff and SO crew kind of go hand in hand.
What's the difference? I mean, y'all
There is
talking
a
like we know.
difference.
There is a difference.
The staff and the SO crew.
Yes,
What
the
is the
Staff
difference?
is our bar babes and our gent.
Okay.
Like we have our ladies that come in, they do their specialty with the drinks. And that's for the adult time. But then what I love about our staff with special occasions overall is that the customer service is superior.
Yeah, absolutely.
And for me, it doesn't matter where I go, whether I am at any place, it's customer service. I will never, ever choose to return without an excellent experience.
Right.
And I think that for each of the bar babes and gent that we have, you're going to get that.
Yes.
You're going to get that.
Yeah.
And then with our crew, that is just some of our close family members, and then our circle of friends who have been there and everlasting, haven't changed. They support us. We can call now and say, hey, we got an event on Saturday. They loading up, all hands on deck.
Wow.
And then they're there with us usually from the beginning to the end, like
Yeah.
the after hour things that people
Yeah.
don't see, like when the staff is gone and when the security is gone.
Oh,
and
y'all hanging
the
out.
crew is we there, just kind of like socializing, but recapping.
Yeah.
We're recapping the night, or the day or the event, just to say that hey, this happened, because actually our crew is like our extra set of eyes,
Yeah.
that help us, kind of keep eye on things when something may potentially be going on. They say, hey, maybe we need to look into this or maybe change this or that or whatever have you.
Yeah.
So it's good to have a close net circle of individuals that that got our back, no matter what. We got their back no matter what. And that's what the crew is.
That's what the crew is. It's the crew.
Letting us know what policies and procedures we need to revamp.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's fascinating. What's interesting is, when you're building something, it can be easy to be protective of it in a way, like a child. And nobody likes people talking about their child, right? Like, you better not say my kid is funny. Look, I'll fight you, right? And so when you're building something and doing all that you guys have done and doing it as long as you've done it, sometimes people in your position don't want feedback, right? They're like, oh, tell me anything. Leave a suggestion in the suggestion box. Tell me. And then as soon as somebody says something, you're like, what do they think they're talking to? They don't know how it works to do this, right? So for you guys, you're saying you sit down with people who love, and trust, and you let them tell you this could be improved or that can be improved.
Well, yeah, absolutely.
Absolutely.
Not only just our crew, but we also, and I had to get better at this myself because like you said, when you create something, especially we form something together as a husband and wife team.
Yeah.
This is our baby.
Yeah,
So
it's like,
we
hold
did
up.
this. You better not say nothing
But
about my baby.
Hold on, to make the baby look this good.
But we had to get better, business wise, because if you don't know, you can't fix it.
Yeah.
So, that's why those Google ratings are very, very important to us.
Yeah.
Any Google rating that we get or Google,
Business.
Business reviews and all those.
reviews, we
Take those
respond.
serious.
We take it very serious. And
good.
thankfully, right now we're at a 4.8 star.
Let's go.
This is our second
year.
year
That's
of getting the best
amazing.
venue in the city.
Yeah.
By the Google rate.
Really?
We didn't post this for this year yet, but
Not
Breaking
yet.
news, ladies and gentlemen. Let's
That-
go. They did it.
we're thankful, we're grateful. So that means that we're doing something
Yes.
right.
Yeah.
I know I don't get it right all the time. My wife tells me all the time because this is the brain that operates.
Don't-
You know what I'm saying? Listen, Zach. Now we need to do this, do that, this, and that, third. And da. I'm like, yeah, baby, okay, we're gonna make it happen. I'm
I
gonna make
got
sure that it gets done, and then a week later, if it don't get done, I'll get the eyes rolling. Well, did you do this? Did you do that? I say, no.
Listen.
But no, we again.
I'm just keeping stuff tight. Any man who got a woman who's doing that for him, we in good hands, ain't we?
We in good hands.
Like, man,
Appreciate it.
wouldn't have made it without it.
No, but the thing is, and you do an excellent job with that. He does a lot of like the overview for marketing.
Yeah.
He's on
He's on
social media. You know me, I'm sitting back.
I didn't know you was on there. I was looking for
Listen,
you.
I know, right?
She hit herself.
She hit herself. I'm trying to tag her.
It'd be a week. Zach be like, honey, did you see? Da, 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 da. I'm like, I'm gonna go back in. I look back, it's 4 days, like 4
It's long
days.
gone.
I'm like, oh, I gotta go all the way down.
Jesus.
I am I'm getting better. But really what we've learned with that and saying that all about it is that to teach us to learn twice. We've been able to get the extra feedback, take what we needed to, and kind of go in and change up some things.
Yeah.
Because everybody now, you may have the same product, but everybody is different.
Right.
And
Absolutely.
Canton, with that being said, our small businesses, we have to be able to support one another
Yeah.
and be able to get through those little niche that we need to.
Well, that's something I always find interesting. One, I think because I know you two and I know how hard you work, and I know there's a lot of behind the scenes stuff. Like those parties, it ain't just clean the floor and then everybody can come dance on the floor again. It's like there's a million pieces to make sure the place is ready for every little thing, and keep the lights on, keep it warm enough, keep it cool enough, keep it whatever, pay the bills to keep all that shit going on. I can't even imagine what that looks like. But anyway, but then I see you guys at events, and it's almost strange to me to see you at an event, because I'm like, how can they be here? They have a place that it's almost like seeing a pastor at a church on a Sunday morning. It's like, how can they be here?
Yeah.
Like, I was it Terrence? It's several things I've seen you at. I've seen you guys at, I can almost name any venue of most people around here, and you'll be at events there, you'll support them, they open, and you're not walking in like, oh, let me scout out my competition. You're like, no. Like, what is that? What is that about? How do you guys do that? Because people swear in a small town like this, it is crabs in a barrel. People don't support anybody. But I don't think that's true when I look at people like you.
Well, like you said, we first of all, we are our own competition. We're not in competition with nobody. And I think that makes it easier for us to be able to facilitate ourselves and our time, amongst other people to show some love and support. Because we get so much of it, so we try to give it all back in return. So it's needed, it's something that's needed. We have to support one another as a community, and as a Black community. We have to support one another because we're the ones who make our community go around in circles.
Yes.
Years ago, when I first started off in life, so to speak, I was 21 years old, and that's when I first started getting into the real estate field. And as I continue to educate myself in the real estate, I grew from there, but I was surrounding myself around individuals who taught me on how to sit in a circle and educate each other. Because when you got your real estate broker, you got your appraiser, you got your insurance adjuster, you got your maintenance guy, your realtor. So we're all sitting in a circle networking. You know, we're not trying to climb no ladder to get to the top because we all got different things that we're bringing to the table. So, you know, that's something that we as a community have to understand and learn, that, you know, we don't have to try to, you know, get on top. We can all, everybody can get a piece of that pie and eat.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Love that.
You know,
I think that's such an important lesson for people to know, because when we think scarcity, we get scarcity. When we think there's lack, there is lack. And it's like, is God God or not?
Right.
And does he have something for me or not? And is there not enough for me to win and us to win and others to win?
Right.
And I just love that, because a lot of people lose that. And I love learning that as a young man, learning that lesson of people come together. There's a lot of people that go into the real estate business or to make something happen.
Yeah.
There's a lot of people that go into this type of thing in a community, and there's enough people, there's enough time, there's enough events, there's enough to go around.
Yeah, absolutely.
And you guys make that happen. People are still showing love in the comments. Enough. We're cutting off the comments for the first time ever. I'm just playing. No, we love it. It's my favorite part. We love you guys in the comments. Danny's in the comments. She said, good morning. One of my favorite couples. We love special occasions. They wanted to see you. Come see them.
We got some line dancing to do. We can move some furniture. You know what I'm saying?
Danny will learn a line dance.
Listen.
I watched Danny learn a line dance in the. I mean, like, wait, did you know that? She was like, no, I just watched him do it. And he walked in there and did it. I'm like, how you do that? How you do that?
Yeah.
Oh.
Danny got to stay with us one night. She came down and I think we had closed, and Danny, we sat there and chopped it up with her.
Yeah.
And we, you know, we
She's
always
just
have
so
a good
fun
time.
spirit. Oh
Just,
my God. We
yeah.
love your spirit.
So much
So
joy
fun.
and
So we
yes.
laugh and joke with her
Absolutely.
all the
She
time.
shut it down. I don't know. Was that I was an event and somebody said, Danny shut it down. She was there all night. She didn't leave and she went out. I was like,
She does, you know,
yeah.
come down and support. We have a lot of supporters, and then we try and show that back. You know, I'm not an Aunt Chris or, you know, anybody like that.
We learn from Aunt Chris.
We
but
learn
We
from
probably still
her,
can't
from my
keep up with Aunt
godmom.
Chris.
She
as far
goes
as her
everywhere.
but it's
Yeah.
a blessing. I love seeing, you know, Aunt Chris. You know, she really motivates us, you know, to no end.
She's proof
Oh,
that
man.
people of all ages can continue to be active,
Yeah.
continue to serve their community.
Yes.
People miss out. They're like, oh no, I don't want to get up. Oh, my knee hurt, my leg hurt. The reason you stay vibrant by being vibrant, you stay alive by living,
Yes.
right? And she's proof of that, and serving and living, and just such a treasure in our
Yeah.
community.
There you
And we
go.
got to treasure our treasures. We got to be careful,
yes.
because we look
Send them
around
flowers now.
and we have to treasure our treasures. What's up, Yvonne Peterson? Good morning, sir. Good morning, sir. You guys make sure you
Hey,
check
what's
him
up,
out.
What's up, Yvonne?
He will be downtown this Friday, the fashion show. We showed it
Yes,
earlier.
congratulations.
I got so many slides on here. I can't find which one is which. The Velvet Runway is chalking up this Friday.
Yeah.
A part of First Friday. You guys make sure you check that out. A fashion show, live fashion show, 6:30, 7:30, and 8:30. They're going to restart it. It's streetwear, something super cool right here in our city, right here downtown.
Wow.
You guys make sure you check that out. Okay, so let's talk a little bit. You guys, I'm grateful that we all have a relationship where you guys have shared deeper things with me, you know, even and people who are close to you know you guys have been through some things, and some things you shared publicly, some things were private battles. One thing I know for sure is that you guys love and support each other and would do anything for each other.
Absolutely.
And Dar, you've gone through some things with your health.
Yes.
And let me say, you look as beautiful as the first time I ever saw you 20 years ago. Okay, so
Thank you.
whatever the devil tried to throw at
Thank
you,
you. No.
he didn't win.
God
You
had
showed that. Like,
it.
get
God
off me.
had it.
Block that. Get off
God
me.
did it.
I did it. And,
did
you know, I've talked to your husband times where, you know, he shared with me man to man the pain of watching you hurt. And that he strengthened himself up before walking in the door some days to make sure he could be strong enough to help you in your time of need.
Yes.
Could you share with people who may not know, what have you gone through? What have you battled over the last few years?
Yes. In 2022, the end of 2022, I was diagnosed with stage 3, grade 3 invasive ductal carcinoma breast cancer. During that time, we went through chemo, radiation, immunotherapy. And then after that, I had to go through and have a double mastectomy. So right now, my story is still being written. I actually, literally, it's still being written. October will be Cancer Awareness Month. So this time around, I have a project coming out, which is called The Aftermath. It's going to focus basically.
What is it? What is it?
It's going to focus on several things. One, I have a book coming out.
Okay. I didn't know what all this was. Okay. You know, I mean,
This inquiring mind
Yeah,
going back.
Lucas has been on me on our journey. He's got on me.
I'm like, tell this story. We do this in
He's like,
every
I need
format.
the story. Yes. So and that has been a part of it. Definitely the book, and
Yes.
then I'm also working on an actual event
I
for
love
that, where it'll focus on the aftermath of cancer, not just ringing the bell. I think you said Brandy Brown was in the comments too, and she was there during my journey where she was working
As a
at
nurse.
yeah
Okay.
yeah she was one of my caretakers.
Okay.
So phenomenal group of supporters that I had and caretakers.
Okay.
My number one and my
Yeah.
mother here.
Yes.
So
Yes.
I am grateful to be able to still go on with this. So it's going to be called the Aftermath Project.
I love
A
that.
lot of things coming up, and we will focus again on the aftermath, things
Because-
that people don't see.
Because it wasn't just ringing the bell.
No.
I'm done. Ringing the bell is what I'm done with chemo. It's like I'm done with the treatment series.
That is actually done with the radiation part.
Okay.
And then sometimes chemo, but
Okay.
it's basically when everybody think that you are back
Clear.
to normal.
Normal.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Almost like for example, if you had a house fire.
Yeah.
You lost everything in your house fire, and then you get a new home. But guess what? I don't have anything left that burnt up.
Wow.
So, in saying that, I just I have a lot of residual things that go on with me. And when you say like we're out and about and everything, a lot of times the community, which I love, but they'll see Zach more than they see me. It's days I have to shut down, not only for my physical, but for my mental.
Yeah.
For me, our with the cancer journey, our brains and our mindset is basically the strongest tool that we can do during that time, because everything else shuts down and you are never the same. So I'm looking into doing that. A lot of public speaking engagements.
that.
So I'll be back.
I love
We'll be
that.
back with that. Yeah.
That's wonderful.
Yeah.
It's definitely been a journey. When it happened, it's just something that you don't think that will happen to you. You see it on TV. You know what I'm saying? Or you hear about it, down the street, or it's like, did you hear so and so?
Yeah.
But when it smacks you in your face, it's just like, okay, you froze.
Yeah.
I still remember this day. We were at the doctor's office, and the young lady went in. Dar went in first. The young lady came in behind her, and then the young lady came back out. Dar's still in there. I'm like, okay, what's going on?
Right.
So then next thing you know, the nurse come out and say, hey, sir, Mr. Zachery, can you come inside for a minute? So my heart pounding, like, okay, what's really going on?
Yeah.
So long story short, I get in there and we go to the back room and they set us down and they start going over the details about what possibly may be going on, which I think that they knew, but they were waiting on the actual test results to come back. So, that's probably the worst thing ever, because, now your mind is just running like, okay, after that, it just reality set in on what we had to do. We literally had to put our boots on and just go to war with it, because that was something like either we gonna lay down and die or we gonna fight.
Yeah.
Right.
So during that time, I literally it was crazy because I had transitioned. I was at Timken Company for 17 years,
Right.
and probably 6 months prior to Dar being diagnosed, I had transitioned out of the Timken Company, took early retirement to
Right.
focus on our business
Right.
while she was still working.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Sometimes your journey, we just don't know. We had plans.
Yeah.
I mean, like,
Our plans,
hey,
but he had different plans.
you know what I mean? Where we are literally getting everything set. We're getting everything set for HDs. We have so much stuff set up to go, and then just
Got smacked,
boom, everything
So-
stops. And my care had to be 100%. I left the city of Canton at the Urban League or Edward Pill Coleman Community Center and Urban League. We were there. It was one of my best jobs that I loved. I still keep in contact with the community. So it's like, you don't think that it's you. You don't think that, and man, also, please, I don't know where the statistics are showing as far as data per se today. Previously, there was 17% of men that need to be checked that were not, and those were past stage 2. Those were past stage 2 diagnosis. They can also get breast cancer. So those would be
breast cancer for me.
yeah.
We never think
We
about
don't
it.
think
Don't
about
hear
it.
about
Don't
it.
think about it,
Everything
you
else
know.
in between, but so yeah, I mean, and then thereafter, it was crazy because from there, once I transitioned out of Timken, that happened, and it's like, okay, Lord, you didn't smack us with something that what we gonna do now? Because
Yeah.
that was everything. So like I said, we just literally I had to put my boots on, and I know people would see me out going live and partying and kicking it, but that was the base of our
And
income.
making
yeah,
it
no,
go
keep it
You know
out.
what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
while I'm laughing and having a good time, going live, and I'm still texting her on the side, baby, is you okay? You need anything? How's it going?
Yeah.
And then literally on my way home from, where, whatever event we may have had, I'm crying, thinking like, okay, Lord, what am I going to do here? How am I going to figure this out? I get home, I see she just kind of just there, like there, like, I don't want to say lifeless, but there.
Not herself.
Not herself.
Not the woman you've known all
And
these
then the
years.
worst part about it is when we had to literally cut. She said, "Cut it, Zach," and I
Yeah.
helped her cut her hair off. I mean, and that was reality. That's when the reality kicked in. Like, wow, this is where my babies. Where my baby? Please, I said, "Lord, cut this
He's
shit
a
out,
mess.
get it."
He's a mess.
Yeah.
But those, I think those are things that people see during.
Yeah.
So for us, and like I said, now with the Aftermath Project, it will be the after of different things that people don't see when for most cancer survivors or thrivers, we are back.
I like that. I never heard
we're
that. Cancer
back.
thrivers.
Yeah,
not just
we're back,
survivors.
but everything has changed completely.
Our whole life.
So
Still to this day.
I'm curious.
So.
I'm curious about faith through this, right?
Oh.
So we pray for things. Dion Cole, the comedian, says we pray for like parking lot blessings. Like, give me that spot.
It's
Lord.
real. It's real.
Parking lot blessing. I just want everything. Like the Lord.
It's
Like,
real. Man.
so we pray for things, we trust God, and then things don't go the way we want. And then so I'm sure you go to the doctor, whatever, you're thinking, going to whatever, you're praying everything's okay. That nurse comes out or doctor comes out fast or whatever, your heart starts pounding, you're praying everything's okay.
Yeah.
You get bad news. We then, people of faith, are like speaking against it. Like, I don't even accept this diagnosis.
Right.
I don't know if that's what you guys went through, but I could imagine I'd be like, I'm gonna do what they say do, but I don't accept the diagnosis. My mom went through that. My mom passed from breast cancer, which started all this, right? But she had breast cancer a year or so before that, and she fought it, and she prayed, and she was like, I don't have breast cancer, and her faith brought her through. You said mindset, right? Brought her through. And yet there's somewhere along the road where we're praying and praying and praying and things aren't getting better, right? I would say people have a limit. Like at some point we break in the sense of trust with people, trust with our job, trust with God in moments. So can you shine some light on what was that like? I can't imagine there weren't moments where you were looking at God like, am I talking to myself here? Are you not hearing me? Am I not asking right? Am I doing something wrong? Do you not care? Did you go through any of that? And what's that like? And how do you persevere through that?
Absolutely. I never questioned God.
Okay.
I've never did that at all.
That's amazing.
The entire time.
That's amazing.
My mindset has always been as it is. This has already been written. I mean, God knows our story from that it is His story. Mary was able to have Jesus give everybody one. I'm just
His first miracle.
the first. But honestly, so I feel and have felt as though my faith did carry me through completely.
Yeah.
God has been awesome.
Yeah.
Zach will tell you, I'm constantly listening to my podcast. We had our family of church members, Pastor Robinson, First Lady Denise. Shout out to them.
Yeah,
like
First Lady.
when I tell you, They came over to the house like on many a day. You're getting me emotional now. They came over to the house many a days and just prayed with us. Our Nana gave us the blessed oil. If Zanita's still on here, she'll be like, I'm gonna tell Nana on you. But our blessed oil, but I've never questioned what he wanted to do, because I always felt like, if this is my time, so be it. Honestly, Lucas, you wouldn't know, but everybody knew. Like it took me a minute. I don't really go to services, funerals, waits and stuff like that. And Chris, I don't. So for me, I just believe your journey is here.
Yeah.
And when it's done, it's done. But I was able to get through by saying, Lord, just give me the strength to allow me to see. At that time, my daughter was pregnant.
Yeah.
I'm like, just let me see I had to have goals.
Yeah.
Let me see my grandchild. My son was still in the service. Let me see him. Our other daughters were in Atlanta. Like, let me get time, and that's it.
Yeah.
So I was looking at goals, but my faith never worried at all.
We always
never
say
worried.
That's
faith
powerful.
over fear. Faith over fear.
Faith over fear.
We had to just throw that in our heads, because when especially as a man, we feel like we're the head of the household. Well, we are.
Yeah.
And when you don't have control of certain things that's part of your household, you're almost lost. So I end up becoming lost. And I couldn't allow myself to get depressed. Because that's the direction I was starting to head. Like, okay. Lord, I don't know what you got in store.
Yeah.
I don't know how these lights is gonna stay on. You know what I'm
Right,
saying? But
right.
we're gonna have to figure this out, because my baby is down. I'm out here trying to keep it going. I didn't took the boat ride to Pittsburgh by myself. Like,
Just to keep it
but
going.
I'm working. This is our job.
Yeah.
So it's like Dar told me when we would sit down and have our intimate conversations, in the quiet zone, and the lights is out, nobody's there but us, just thinking and crying and praying. She said, "No, baby, we got five." She was telling me all the time, "We got 5 minutes
Yeah.
to let this out."
Wow.
We got, because she saw me walking out. I'm
want to hear all that.
where she was.
No, I don't want to hear all that.
Now, listen, this is how it's supposed to be.
That's that second street coming out.
That's like to be something else.
Listen, Lucas, that's our 10th Street.
We done come through some stuff, right?
Yeah, so I'm just like, come on, man. Where we go? So, we got 5 minutes. I'm like, all right, we got 5.
Yeah.
So then when she started going, I said, nope, we
Uh-huh.
got 5 minutes. We're gonna take our 5 minutes and we're gonna get back to the grind.
Wow.
I said, because we can't lay down and die.
No.
That's a powerful statement, because I think so often in life we bury our heads in the sand. I know at times I've done that, so overwhelmed with something or loss or grief,
Right.
and I don't know how to process it.
Yeah.
And I'm praying, and I'm like, I will pull my head back up when you fix it, God. I'll look out when the sun comes back out. I don't know. And actually, though, in those moments, I'm still functioning. I still look fine.
Right.
But inside, I'm hiding from something. I'm afraid of something. I'm cowering. Like that monster in the closet is about to come out. That thing is about to get me. That problem is about to get me. And I think that came from my childhood, because I was there was a lot of craziness going on, and my dad was gone, and I was like, it was like being the man of the house at a really young age, but I couldn't control anything. So I'm the man, but I'm a kid, so it's like you can't do anything. So I was like strong and scared at the same time. So as an adult, at times I have to find that little boy comes out like, you don't know what you're gonna do, you can't control it. Like Zach, you're saying that I'm supposed to be the man, I'm supposed to be able to handle this, and you're in the car crying. And when we say as men we're crying, no, we mean that. It ain't just metaphoric. No, we were crying. Yes. And still found the strength to go on. I think that's one of the most beautiful things about your story, is that you guys did persevere. You did keep the faith. And Dar, to your point, that's amazing to me, because I've rarely heard people say, I didn't get mad at God. I think most people do. And anybody out there who has, God is big enough to take it. Like, it's not like your kids have got mad at you and you be like, you're going to sit down and you're going to get it together. You'll be all right.
You're going to be okay.
And you'll understand, because kids don't understand. So God looks at us like, I know you're mad because you don't understand.
Yeah.
But you understood
Yeah,
that
absolutely.
God was still
I
with
did.
you and had a plan.
I mean, our timing is not his timing.
Yeah.
Whether I was gonna do whatever I was gonna do, you know. And I never like to. I believe words have meaning.
Yes.
So I never wanted to speak, you know. Oh, should I die if I die? You know, I just didn't want that mindset, and I didn't want people around me. And at times, I looked like death. I mean, I'm not gonna. I mean, some of these pictures that we're gonna release in this book, yeah,
Oh. Wow.
It's
like,
some trying
woo,
time,
you know,
brother. Like real talk.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah, but you know, I just felt like, and then I had family. I had a cousin, Kamari, who lives out of state, and she lives in Maryland, but she's actually good with cancer research. She works for a company, so she was sending me daily stuff, pushing me to say, hey, there's this new research. There's this, there's that. I know you're on this. Here's that. So there's so many things, but I had like so much medication. And I said, it doesn't matter how much medication I have in my body, what they're trying to take out. God is the only one that can be in the operating room from start to finish. And our timing was not his. So, you know, I say that to say it's a journey, and I guess I needed to go through it in order to understand it. Yeah. And now I'm like, the only thing now I do have questions with him is, now what am I supposed to do from this point? What do you want me to do? Because you've been pushing me and saying things, Lord, okay, it's my time.
Yes.
So I'm gonna make this work, and I'm gonna step out. Cancer does give you a lot of per se PTSD of being like in front of people, because I would go out in public and they're like looking like, oh, does she still look sick? You know what I mean? So it'd be like,
you see people, you now are more conscious of how people are looking at you.
yeah. When I was away for 17 months, I couldn't do
when she
much.
first
when I was
came out
sick.
of it, and,
Yeah.
you know,
We kept
transitioning
it
back
quiet
into
for a
the,
while too.
But yeah, like Dar said, you know, shout out to Kamari. I mean, she really was a excellent source, and financially, you know, she blessed us a lot as well too, as well as a lot of other individuals,
And that
family
matters
and
too.
friends as well too. You know,
People forget about that.
Oh man, listen, when you see a cancer bill come in the mail for $65,000 for a one treatment.
One treatment?
I'm like, really? Y'all really about to think y'all about to get that?
Yeah.
No, one treatment.
You
That
can
was just
imagine. I've
one
had over-
treatment. Imagine going
over
through
27 of them.
almost a
So,
whole
yeah, it was
6-8
just-
months of treatments. You know,
Yeah.
almost every other day. So
Wow.
you know, just to put it out there, like, you know, it's been a lot. It's been a lot.
Yeah.
It's still not. We're not 100%. You know, I know a lot of people see a lot of things that we have going on. I tell Dar all the time, like, you know, don't push yourself. You know, if you need it, she calls off a lot. You know,
Okay.
she'll call
She has
off.
the call off.
Yeah,
Call.
she'll
She
call
calls
off.
in when
Let
she
me
wants to
tell
come
you,
in.
she'll call off.
I have SMFMLA. That's Small Business Family Medical Leave Act.
Okay.
Of my own.
Of your own that you put together.
There you go.
Okay, I
It's
like
on the
that.
policy and
You
procedure.
read the policies
There you
anyway.
go.
You know what I'm saying?
Special cases
I
staff
had
are
to
amazing.
text
Don't
her the
y'all
other
make-
day, like, Miss Zachary, you know, are you coming into work today? Like, she gonna text me back, like, so no, sorry, Mr. Zachary, I'm not gonna make it in. I have my granddaughter. Who does that?
I'm cuddling with my
I got my granddaughter. You know, that's favorite. You know.
How do you guys? So stay right there. We'll be right back.